PFT Live, we asked for odds for Teddy Bridgewater's next destination, and PointsBet delivered. There they are. Now, I'll say this. Carolina, plus 150. I'm not taking that action. I don't want any part of that because I don't think he's going to play for Carolina. He's got $17 million in salary this year. $10 million of it is guaranteed. I think he's gone before week 1, and if they have to cut him, they'll cut him. They're not paying him $17 million. He's not going to take a pay cut to be back up to Sam Darnold. Denver, I think, makes sense. Other teams not on the board, 49ers, Seahawks, they make sense as well. Buccaneers make sense if he's cut and the Buccaneers then sign him to be Tom Brady's backup. I know there's a report the Bucs aren't interested. I just think that's part of the dance to make sure the Panthers don't think they're going to get something in return for Teddy Bridgewater. Myles, we put that up there because our draft today, and we only have time for one pick each, trades that we think will/should/could happen over the course of the next 3 weeks as the draft approaches, with specific terms to which you will be held.
Oh, boy, man, that means I got to be really specific, huh? All right, well, I'll take a team that was actually on that graphic for Teddy Bridgewater, but I don't think that they're going to trade for Teddy Bridgewater, at least in this scenario. I think that the Broncos are going to go up to number 4 overall. They're going to trade number 9 this year, a 2022 first-round pick and a 2022 third-round pick, and they'll select Justin Fields. I'm just not convinced that they want to ride with Drew Lock. I think that they have a new GM and George Paton. He's probably going to want to come in, select his own QB, and then down the road next year, who knows what they're going to do with head coach. But I like the way Justin Fields plays. I think we all figure what the quarterbacks are going to be at 1, 2, and 3. After Mac Jones goes to San Francisco, Justin Fields still available. Broncos trade up. They get their quarterback of the future, Mike.
Now, and thank you very much for that. I think that the Broncos are in play for a trade. I don't think it's going to be a trade up to get Justin Fields. I think the price is going to be too high. You look at what the Dolphins got from the 49ers. The 49ers go from 12 to 3, 9 to 4, and I think it's too much. I think it's not going to happen for that reason. I think what will happen is Teddy Bridgewater to the Broncos, with Bridgewater reducing his salary from 17 to 12, with the Panthers paying, let's say, $3 million of the $10 million fully guaranteed. So the total outlay for the Broncos is $9 million. And in return, they give up a 5th-round pick for Teddy Bridgewater and possibly a conditional pick next year based upon the number of starts Teddy Bridgewater has. Maybe a 6 next year, conditional 6 if he starts 8 or more games. I know that's ridiculously specific, but I think that's what's going to happen because George Paton, the GM in Denver, was in Minnesota when they drafted Teddy Bridgewater. They loved Teddy Bridgewater. He never got a chance to become what he could have been with the Vikings because of that freak torn ACL. They love him still in Minnesota, and Peyton's got a chance now to add him to a quarterback room that has Drew Lock, and it's short-term insurance against Lock not getting it done. It removes the urgency to try to trade up, and then you don't have to sit and wait and hope that maybe someone falls to you at 9. Now, I'll say this. Maybe what the Broncos do is sit tight at 9, see what happens, and if a guy doesn't fall to them, or if maybe they can't do a deal with the Falcons or the Bengals or the Dolphins to jump up and get a Fields for a reasonable amount, then after round 1, they do that deal with the Carolina Panthers and get Teddy Bridgewater, assuming he's still available. But I think he will be, and I think that his destination will be the Denver Broncos. That's our one pick each draft of the trades that we think should happen as the draft approaches or during the draft itself.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.